Hi guys, welcome back to Linux Clinic channel. Today we're looking at the PEP curriculum base, and this is the last examination that was done. The time allotted is 1.5 hours. Alright, so let's get right into it. All my students is this last year, so let's go. Alright, so it says for item 1 to 34, there is only one correct answer. Indicate your response to each item by shading the letter next to the answer you choose. An example is shown below. Alright, so they say you must shade. And it says, what is the result of 7 plus 8? And the other shade. For my purpose, I'll be just, kind of tick it, but do what they say in the examination. Ensure so you shade it. Alright, guys, let's go. It says, which name correctly represent the number 524? So that's how they normally start off. Nice and easy, but please ensure that you read the questions carefully. Alright? So it says 542, 524. So that would be E. So it's not about calculation all the time. Sometimes it's going to be about like that. Alright? Hit the like button if you're just joining, so YouTube can recommend it to more students who need the help, just like you. Alright. For item 2, it says examine the Venn diagram below. Use it to answer item 2. And they give you the Venn diagram here, and here we have art and music. And it says, which student like both art and music? Now, the person that likes both art and music. So here's art and here's music. And that would be right here where the intersection, and that would be J. So J is the person that likes both art and music. Alright, let's move on to 3. 5 numbers are shown in the box below. The value of the digit 2 is less than 1000 in each of the numbers in the box. So notice that they highlight for you, right? So this value of this is 200, the value of this is 20, the value of 2 here is 20, 20 also, and this is 2 units. So guys, read carefully and then you can see what they are asking of you. It says, for which of the following is the value of the digit 2 also less than 1000? And clearly we can see that it's right here because the value of 2 would be 200 here. So it's 1234. So the value would be, that would be our answer here. Very nice question. Nice and easy. So here they are testing the number theory, and then they get going to the calculation part of it. So the curriculum base is more than just calculation. You're also going to be doing context of numbers and them stuff. Alright, types of numbers. So you must know your multiples, your factors, you must can differentiate between those. Alright. In the number 81,509, the digit 8 is in the, so we're going to look at this. So that would be 10,000. So again, more number theory. Let's move on to number 5. A student made the following statement. Use it to answer item 5. This is the statement. When multiplying a number by 10, simply put a 0 at the end of the number. For example, 42 times 10 is equal to 420. For which number will this strategy work? Alright, so it could not work for this one because if you are multiplying by 10 and you have the decimal, we just move the decimal one place to the right. So we wouldn't add a 0. Same thing for this and the same thing for this. Alright, this will be 75. So it can only work for this one. This is a whole number. Number 6. Which statement is an example of an infinite set? Now, an infinite set means there's no limit. It is continuous. No ending. the set of numbers greater than 10, and that would be it, alright? So the set of numbers greater than 10 are infinite. Let's move on to number 7. Which of the following ratio is equivalent to 2 to 3? Alright, so in this case, we'll have to just use the numbers given and break down each number to its lowest. Now 5 to 10, find a number that can go into both 5 and 10 without ignoring another 25. So when you break it down, this will be 1 to 2. Alright, so it's not this. Let's do for 5 and 15. Alright, so which number can go into 5 and 15? To break it down, that's 5. 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 15, 3. That's not 1 to 3, so we can eliminate those already. Let's go to this one now. We have 10 to 15. Now we need a number that can go into both 10 and 15 without a remainder, and that will be 5. So 5 into 10 goes 2 times, and 5 into 15 goes 3 times. So that means this will be C. Alright. Let's move on to number 8. Which problem can be solved by adding a half and 1/3? So we need to read these carefully. Let me just go to each person can read it. Read along with me, guys. Jake put half of his pencil in an empty bag. He then puts another 1/3 of his pencil into the same bag. What fraction of the pencil are now in the bag? 2. Jake puts half of his pencil into his desk. He gives 1/3 of the pencil in his desk to Lacey. What fraction of Jake's pencil did Lacey receive? And C says, Jake gives half of his pencil to Bill and some of his pencil to Jimmy. What fraction of his pencil did he give to Jimmy? He has 1/3 remaining. Jake gives half his pencil to Jill and 1/3 of the remainder to Bill. What fraction does he have left? Clearly, we can see that it's A since he put both in the same bag. So he put half and then he put 1/3 in the same bag. And to find the total that is in the bag, we add 1/2 and 1/3. Alright, let's move on to see the number there. One class. Go already. The students in a class were given the following grid and asked to comment on the portion of the grid that is shaded. Use the grid as well as the comments as 4 students made about it to answer item 9. So here is the grid, and it says, Jody says 0.6 of the grid is shaded. Is Jody correct? Put that in the comment section. Lisa says 60% of the grid is shaded. Is Lisa correct? Mike says 3/5 of the grid is shaded. Is Mike correct? While Andy said 600 of the grid is shaded. Which student is incorrect? Is it Mike, Lisa, Jody, or Andy? Let's go. Write that in the comment section what you guys think. I'm going to give you guys 20 seconds to decide. Let's go, let's go. Type it in fast, guys. Let's go, let's go. 10 more seconds to go. Which of these is incorrect? Alright. That would be Andy. Andy says 600. No, this is not 600. Alright. It's actually 6 out of 10. Alright, let's move on. The diagram below represents the number 200. Use it to answer item 10. So guys, we are at number 10, hit the like button. What is 80% of the number? Now, find 80% of, you can just find 80% of 200. So Somebody type that in. Let's press it in. Press it in out of 100, so we can simply just put 80 over 100 and we times it by 200. Alright, this into this, and then 8 times 80. 2 times 80 rather give us 160. So 160 would be 80% of 200. Let's move on to 11. The table below shows the number of boys and girls in grade 2 to 5 at Rosemount Primary School. Use it to answer item 11. And they went on and they say that in which grade is the ratio of boys to girls 4 to 5? Alright, so let us examine each number and we're going to break down each of them. We don't necessarily have to do all, and let me say this why. Now this is all what you guys to think critically in the examination. Now, we know that the number of boys should be less than the number of girls. Oh, we know that? Because it says boys to girls. So boys must be at the front and 4 is less than 5. So this is all what you guys to think in the examination. Alright, coming up very soon. So the number of boys must go at the front. So this is greater. 16 is greater, so we can eliminate this one. Couldn't be this one. Also, it couldn't be this one. So already we eliminate 2 out of 5 just by doing that, which is 40%. So you now have at least 60% chance of choosing the correct answer. Alright, let's go. Let's break down each of them though. So we have 15 to 25. So we're going to break down this to its lowest term. Now, which number can go into 15 and 25 without a remainder? That would be 5, right? 5 into 15 goes 3 times. 5 into that goes 5 times. 3 to 5 is not 4 to 5. So we can eliminate this one, which is grade 3. So now we're left with these two. So let us do for 12 to 15. And that's how easy maths is now, guys. Just focus on what you're doing. Which number can go into 12 and 15 without a remainder? Alright, that would be 3. 3 into this goes 4 times, and 3 into 15 goes 5 times. Now, this is indeed correct because the ratio is 4 to 5. When you break down the ratio to its lowest, so this would be grade 4 is our answer. Alright, let's move on to number 12. Alright, so number 12 says, examine the two bars shown on the diagram below. The longer bar represents 400% of the shorter bar, or 160 units. Use this information to answer item 12. Which statement is true about the length of the shorter bar? Notice they're focusing on the shorter bar. And they said that the shorter bar should be 160 units. So if it's 160, that means each unit length should be what? 40, right? So we can put in some information to kind of guide us. We don't know what they're going to ask us, but at least they gave us this information. Alright? And notice they say it's about the shorter bar. So we focus in on the shorter bar. And it says 16 units. It's 16 units because 160 divided by 10? No. 40 units because 160 divided by 4 is equal to 40. Now, one of them is basically 40 units. This statement is true about the length of the shorter bar. The length of the shorter bar is it C, 100 units because Oh, this represent 116. If it's all about represent 160, not the shorter bar. Sorry about that. Alright, and it says it's 400%. So the shorter bar would be 40. So that would be B. The students in 6G were asked to name the sport they played. The data collected is shown in the Venn diagram below. Use it to answer item 13. What information could be used to determine how many students play both cricket and football? So they're asking, what information do we now need to find out who play both cricket and football? Let's see. The number of students who play football only, we already have that, which is 20, and that does not give us this, all right? So we can eliminate this. The number of students who play cricket. Yes, if we know the number of students who play cricket, then we could subtract from those who play cricket only, and that would give us the correct answer. So that would be B. All right, let's move on to 14. Which number is both a factor and a multiple of 24? Now, factor means the number can go into it without leaving a remainder. Multiple means you multiply to give it a number. Now, all of these, 6, 12, 24, those are factors. So we can eliminate 48 right away. 48 is not a factor of that. And these are not a multiple of 24. You cannot multiply by your own number to give you that, so it would be 24 is our answer. Alright. Which of the following shows a reciprocal of the product of 5 and 6? So let us find the product first. Product means 2. Somebody type it in the comment section. What does the word product mean? Let's go. Hit the like button if you're just joining. Ensure so you watch the feedback. Ensure you are subscribed so you can get my next video on curriculum base. Alright. Big up to all my students. Welcome to all my new students. Welcome to all who are going to join. Alright. So it would be 5 times 6 since product means to multiply. So 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Now the reciprocal means, in layman terms, it means you're gonna flip it. So we can rewrite this as 30 over 1. So if you flip it, or the reciprocal, it will be 1 over 30. So for number 15, that would be B. That would be our answer. Alright, let's move on to 16. The diagram below shows two fractions, 2/9 and 5/9. Use it to answer item 16. Determine the value of 2/5 and 5/9. Now, first thing we do when we are adding fractions, we check our denominator to see if they are the same. If they are the same, then we just add the numerator. So we keep our denominator, which is 9, and then we add 2 plus 5, which is 7. So for that, the product, the answer, the sum would be 7 over 9. Don't be tempted to say 18 over 7, alright? They don't add these. So be very careful. Sometimes it can be tricky. Read them carefully, guys. Sometimes I myself have to take a deep breath. Alright, let's move on to 17. The diagram below shows 8 donuts in a box. The ratio of coconut donuts, so that are the coconut donuts, to the vanilla donuts is 2:6. Use the diagram and information to answer item 17. What percentage of the donuts are coconut. So let us examine each. So this is our coconut, all right, because they told us that the diagram shows the coconut donuts to vanilla. So this is a coconut. So I'm going to just label it so we don't get it mixed up. All right, guys, there's nothing wrong with labeling your stuff. Just to is your paper. You are free to write on your paper. All right. So this is your coconut. So let's see how many coconuts are there. 2. So we have a total of 2 coconuts. So to get the percentage, we need to see 2 out of how many in all. So you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have a total of 8. And the percent means multiply by 100%. Alright. So now all we have to do is to cancel down this, which gives us 1 over 4. Let us divide now. 4 into itself 1, 4 into 20 into 100 is 25. So that would give us 25%. For item 18, read the statements below carefully. Use it to answer. Item 18. There is no greater number than 5.69 and as 6 in the 10th place. Which of the following shows the statement is false? So we're going to look and see which number is greater than 5.69 with 6 in the 10th place. Now all of them, just by quick examination, all of them is in the 10th place. So let us examine which number would be greater. 6.6000, no, that's not greater than 5.69. Alright, so we can eliminate this one right away. Go down to the next one. 5.68, no, because 9 is greater than that. So we're already down to 2 places. So we have a 50% chance already. Let's go. 5.690, no, that would be equal to this because what they did was just drop off the 0. This would be the real number. 5.690. Alright. So now it would be D. So we can eliminate this. So it would be D. D would be our correct answer. So it's 5.691. And that would be greater than 5.60. Let's compare it. 1 is greater than 0. Alright, let's look at 19. Simone, Peter, and Michael were given a sum of money to share among themselves. Simone received 45% of the money and Peter received 30%. What fraction of the money did Michael receive? Notice they're asking for fraction. They give us percentage and they ask us for fraction. But we can easily find it. All we have to do is to say, okay, let us work it out, the percentage first, and then probably convert that percentage to fraction. So let's go. So Simon or Simone rather received 45% and Peter 30%. So it would be 45% plus 30. Just to find the total that they got. And remember, this is percentage. So they got 75%. Alright. So that means Michael percent mean out of 100, so it will be 100%. That's the total that was shared. 2 got 75%, but the remainder would be his, right? So that gives him 25%. However, they did not ask for percentage, they asked for fraction. So to convert from percentage to fraction, we simply multiply by, type that in, guys. What number we divide by? Percent mean out of 100, so we divide. Alright, 25 into itself 1, 25 into this goes 4 times. So that would be a quarter. So our answer for that one is Alright, let's move on. Guys, remember this is gonna be part 1. So please ensure that you come back. Please ensure you are subscribed so you can see the next one. Alright? The number is right here. You can always contact me. Which number is a prime factor of 50? So let us talk about prime factor. So a prime factor means you have a composite number, and when you get the product, it should be only prime numbers. So that's what prime factor means. Only prime numbers to give you the product. So let's go. So we can see 5 times 10. That can give you 50, right? So what it is, each time you're going to check. If this is a prime number, you just leave it, right? So this is a prime, so you can bring it down eventually. But let's go. We're going to separate this one now into products. And now 2 by 5. Now this is prime number. So the prime factorization of 50 would be 2 times 5 times 5. So multiply that and see if we get the correct answer, which is 50. And all of these are prime numbers. Remember, 2 is the only number that is prime. So the prime factorization of 50 would be 2 by 5 by 5, right? So it has to be either 2 or 5. No, only 2 is there as an option. So that is 2. Alright guys, remember you must come back for part 2. Ensure that you are subscribed so you can get, and for when I'm going live, it's my number there for those who want to be a part of my class. It's never too late. Alright, so call the number there and join. This is the next minute. I'm out, no doubt. See you guys in another video. Big up on yourself.